Our real passion is not to love Jesus from a distance. Believe me when I say to you, there will be a day in your life where you do not love him at a distance. You will love him who lives within you. The mystery of Christ within you. The very Christ himself seated on the throne, yet by Spirit he's within you. And you are one with him. You have commingled into the life of Christ. And entering into that cloud-filled chamber, the Holy of Holies is within you. Because where the King dwells in power, that is a holy place. So in chapter 1, verse 5, she turns to the maidens, the Shulamite followers, those who are with her. She always has an entourage because she's a queen to be. And she turns to those that are joining her in this journey, and she says to them, I know I'm so unworthy. I'm so in need. Instantly, the King manifests. I'd love to do this on Broadway. And if we were to do this as a play, I think it'd be so powerful. And what we would do is we would have her in the chamber room, and she looks at the opulence, the beauty. I mean, she's a goat-keeping girl. She's nothing. She's not an apostle, prophet, evangelist, pastor, teacher. She's like pedestrian. There's nothing special. Nothing special. But the King is hers. And so she comes into his chamber and she looks around, and then she looks at herself and goes, oh no. You ever felt underdressed for the occasion? And she thinks, I'm so dark. I'm unlovely. And she's not just saying I'm black. She's saying I'm living in twilight. I'm in a twilight realm. I'm not perfect in the light. I'm not fully in the dark. I'm in a place of dusk or twilight. Can you see that spiritually? Have you ever felt that way? You're waiting for the daybreak. You've come out of the night, but yet you're not yet fully in the day. She says, I'm in this twilight realm. I know I'm unworthy, so in need. So when we do this on the stage, he will instantly manifest behind her, and he whispers in her ear, yet you are so lovely. She's the one that says, I am dark, and he says, you are lovely. She's not saying I'm dark and lovely. He's the one saying, you are lovely. This is the first time he's spoken the whole book. You are lovely. Tell the person next to you, even if they're a stranger, you are lovely. He calls you lovely. Isn't that awesome? In his eyes, you are lovely. He does not exaggerate. He does not make things up. He doesn't say you look lovely. That would be hard for me to understand. But he says you are lovely. She can't understand it. She says, but I feel as dark and dry as the desert tents of Kedar. Kedar, the wandering nomad. Kedar was the son of Ishmael. Kedar, it's a play on words. Kedar is the word for dark. I feel dark and in a dark place. The dark room, where you develop your negatives. And she feels inferior. She feels not worthy. Come on, you felt that way. And he doesn't just say you're worthy. He says you're lovely. That's even different. You could be a worm, and he calls you worthy. But he's not going to call a worm lovely. He's speaking to her inner being, just like he's saying to you in this class. You are lovely. You are as lovely as the fine linen curtains that hang in the holy place, the curtains of Solomon. And again, the king's curtains is the King of glory. His curtains are in the Holy of Holies. The tapestry, woven with beauty, embroidered with gold and glory. That's how I see you. You see, only the high priest could see the beauty of the veil, of the curtains. And only our high priest Jesus can look into you and see the true beauty that he finds in you. You better get used to it, because you're going to have a lot of sessions telling you how beautiful you are. And the reason he does it is because he knows it takes a while for us to figure this out. That our natural defenses say, yeah, but I'm unworthy. Don't you know what I did this week? And I don't drive right, and I got upset 3 days ago, and this and that. He doesn't look at that. He sees what no one else sees about you. You gauge your life by a day-to-day journey with him. He looks at your life according to destiny. He calls things that are not as though they are. He sees you not on just this day-to-day struggle. He sees you crowned, robed, and throned with him as the glorified bride. Those whom he justified, he also glorified. He sees you as a glorified partner fit for a king. So he refuses to define your life by your mess. He will not do that. People will. People will lock onto your greatest weakness and flaw, and they'll remember you for years according to how you failed them. He never does. He called Peter the rock, knowing he would deny him 3 times. He delights in you not when you glow in the dark, but when you love him. When you just love him. It's so easy. He's so easy to please. He's the easiest king in the world to please. There's nobody like him. All you have to do is let him. So she is struggling at the very beginning, like we all do in our journey. She's struggling with this, but I've got these issues, and I have these flaws, and don't you know I'm this and that. He ignores it. It's so amazing how people pick at our weaknesses when Jesus describes us by the beauty within us. Why would he call us lovely? I don't know, but let's think about it. Maybe it's because the robe of glory that you wear. As the bride of Christ, you wear a garment. You wear a garment of the righteousness of God. You have been made into the righteousness of God. You are not less righteous than Christ. You carry, like Mary, the glory within you. You literally are seen by Almighty God as the righteousness of God. This is just wild. Everything he is, you are. All that he has, you have. So as the righteousness of God, he views you in that lens and calls you lovely. Secondly, he sees virtues in you that no one else sees. He sees from the soil of your heart, he sees the earliest sprout, the earliest sprig, the earliest little leaf that pops out of the dirt of your life. He looks at that and calls it a beautiful garden. Because he knows what it's going to become. He knows the virtue in you, the humility that's forming, the meekness, the kindness, the love, the compassion to the poor and the disenfranchised. He sees secret things about you that no one sees, and he calls you by that. Others wait until you perform, and then they will applaud you. Jesus crowns you with glory just because you woke up. That's all you showed up.